Extra. Stop adding stuff. Hey, you guys. It is episode 14 of the ShanicWay Podcast.
I am ShanicWay.
And I'm Eric.
And we are.
And this is
the Team Shanic.
Extra. But we're Team Shanic.
Yeah. Extra. Yep.
Obviously, Shayna and Eric is Shanic.
I just came up with that so many years ago, y'all.
So many years ago.
When people were doing that.
Bradgelina, Brad,
yes.
whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well.
What are we talking about?
It is PODtober. We're still kicking out content.
Barely today, y'all. Barely.
I mean.
We almost let the 13th take us over.
I don't know about all that, but you got home. It's a rainy afternoon. We ate, so we about this far away from just being sleepy, food sleepy.
Yeah, but you had said, we got to Friday the 13th. We could have. It was talked about. It was considered.
Honestly, you guys, we definitely don't want this to be a strain or a chore.
It's not.
It's not.
It's just vlogging or doing videos daily.
Is always going to be something, especially when you don't have any in the bank. Like
right.
We had, but we don't.
Yeah.
For obviously reasons. But we're here now.
We are.
And the topic.
I feel like it's like going to the gym. It's like getting to the gym, convincing yourself you need to go to the gym. But once you work out, it's like.
It feels good.
It feels good. And I feel like now that I'm sitting here and we're having.
So that is a topic on our board that we keep pushing out. And I wasn't going to talk about that today, but is that what you want to talk about today?
No, I was just comparing.
I mean, but you can't, that's like.
No, I definitely don't want to talk about
We're
that now.
We're afraid of this weight and exercise conversation that we will have.
I'm not ready.
We're not ready. It might even find its way to be pushed out and kicked out into like the normal season
because this is the pilot season.
Yeah, because I mean we're talking with you guys and we want you to get to know us, but there are some things we definitely want to research. We want to have the scriptures in hand.
Yes, we
want to really collect our thoughts on it, and our weight journey and fitness journey is one of those things. It's we can't
our temple.
Yeah, we can't just boil it down to 30 minutes on a Friday night.
Yes.
So, just to keep things light, you always ask me the question, tell me something I don't know about you even now. I want you to let the people know, what is something that you just don't get? Something that a whole group of people might like, understand, gravitate to, cheer for, but you just don't, you just don't understand it. You just don't get it, or it just doesn't vibe with you.
Wow.
Either past or present. Because I can give you one from the past if you can't think of one right off the bat. Yeah.
Wow.
Hers from the past, you guys, until she met me, and I feel bad that I put this on her. Cheesecake. She was never a cheesecake person until she met me.
I wasn't a lot of food type things until we met.
Yeah.
This is happy weight. Since we kind of inserted
a little bit. Back to it.
This is happy weight, you guys. Your girl hasn't always been, your
they
thick
saw the
friend.
Clip that we put in the.
If they got to the end.
And if you dig deep into one of the playlists, we got some of our old.
Yeah. Pre-marriage, your girl was a PYT.
You still a PYT to me?
Oh.
Look, y'all, she's mine.
A small PYT. But it's all good. It's all good. I'm going to get back there. But yeah, okay. So moving on. So cheesecake, sushi, just sweets in general. Because prior to him, and I'm not blaming him, but I'm just thinking back to in my single life, I didn't really eat sweets. My dessert was very, like, it was kind of infrequent. But I kept my weight at bay really with just like a bag of Doritos and a Diet Dr. Pepper. Then there was a stint where I liked Reese's and a Diet Dr. Pepper. Everything had to have a Diet Dr. Pepper. You know, that's my what'd you call it yesterday? Acid water.
Acid water. All sodas.
Yeah. So it was either Doritos.
I drink it too, y'all, but that's what it is.
Reese's or M&M's. And it wasn't, all the time, but that was my kind of go-to. My thing that would keep me having to lose 10 or 15 pounds here and there.
But you starting to talk about weight.
Was going back to the pot.
Yeah, but you started talking about weight and weight
you
loss.
Brought up food.
I was talking about the fact that people hyped up cheesecake and you were never a cheesecake person. Okay. Like, so that's what this
I'll stay on topic. No.
I mean, you want to talk about weight.
I don't. Okay, so yes. Weight. But those were the things that you introduced me to. Those 3 things. So, yeah. But
what did I do differently with that particular thing? Cheesecake or sushi? Did I just bug you till you tried it? Or
no, I think
what about it?
It's one of those things when you're dating someone, I think you go out and you don't want to be like,
you don't want to be rude.
Yeah, so let me try it. Because all of my girlfriends knew when we would go to Cheesecake Factory or something, they would all order their slice of cheesecake, and I would be like, ew, So, and even sushi. I definitely had a coworker / friend years ago, loved sushi. She used to take me to what's the place in
Nori?
Yes. I would eat the shrimp fried rice or something, and she loved sushi. It was just not my cup of tea. And now, I mean, we still haven't found a new place for the place that closed down near us. But I think it was like we were going out, you all in love and stuff. And it's just like when that right person tells that, suggests or introduces something to you, you just try it. Mm-hmm. And to my surprise, I love those things.
Okay.
I do.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. So, football games, the sound of the crowd. I can't get into.
You spoke on that.
I don't like that. What else do people get onto? Avocados. I don't like that.
I mean, just in terms of food, like I just think you psych yourself out sometimes.
You think so?
Yeah. Like
no. I don't like this. I eat by sight.
Yeah, mm-hmm. you see it and then you assume a taste, you assume a texture before you even try it.
Yeah. Here's a good thing. He knows what I like because I use him as my taste tester. You usually are spot on whenever we're somewhere. It doesn't matter. And I say, what do I say?
What would you like?
What I like it. And he knows. He is always spot on. If he'll eat it and he'll say, no. Or yes. And I like it.
Okay.
We are one.
Yeah. Yeah.
But other than food, electric cars. I don't. Mm-mm.
So I'm saying to her that it's an inevitability.
I know.
That took a minute to get out, but I said it. But she's she's Dom basically. She's Dom Toretto behind the wheel.
Thanks to my father.
She's the best driver. But she will not do a car that doesn't have a little roar,
I like to feel the road. Let me drive. I want to hear the engine. I understand the environment. I get it. I have heard some recent contraries to some things on how that's not necessarily 100% good, but we won't get into that. But I like to feel the road. Mm-hmm. I love to drive stick, actually. I don't have a stick right now, but I remember when I bought a stick here early on in Atlanta, and my friends were like, you getting a stick in Atlanta? Because of the traffic, the stop and go. I love that.
Okay.
I love that. So yeah, electric cars. But I'm sure I'll you're right. It's inevitable.
In your defense, though, no one's like, people like their electric cars, but it's not like a big old bandwagon for electric cars yet, I would say.
Think so?
I think people are checking out what's coming out, but there are just as many electric car fails as there are like cars that people actually are checking for. Case in point, like the Mustang, like that electric Mustang, like why? Like that was a piece of America, of Americana, of American, the fabric of America.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Motor City, like a Mustang, like. But what they rolled out, that EV Mustang looked like an auntie car.
Oh, not the auntie.
It looked like an auntie car.
The auntie.
It don't look mean at all. Like,
I mean, is that not a different, just what is it, model? Do they not still have? Oh no, because they said they were not making Mustangs, Camaros, and something.
They
else
stopped
anymore?
making Camaros, but the Mustang went electric, and that design is just
gone. The previous, they didn't even. Oh wow.
Yes, it's a soccer mom car now. And I'm not even a car guy like that, but it breaks my heart a little bit. Yeah. Okay, so don't come at my wife with cheesecake, sushi, electric cars. What else? Don't come at her with sports on TV. The sound of it annoys her. She don't understand. What else did you not really?
What else?
Or do you not in current day like really understand?
Taking pictures of yourself.
Selfies?
Not even taking. No. I'm sorry. Holding a camera up and looking at yourself, taking a video, making faces at yourself. You know what I'm talking about?
Like the TikTok, like the young people?
Oh, it's not the other ages. It's like holding your phone and like doing in like in a video.
Oh, okay. I mean, it's just.
It's very. I don't remember the word because somebody else has said this. I don't know what the word is, but it's weird. I feel like
Isn't
it's
that
weird.
just primping? Don't people just do that in a mirror? But instead, the mirror is a camera now. So what's the difference?
I think, okay, so if you want to say that, which is fine, maybe it's the excessiveness of it. Like when there's a person that's just always doing it, which I do follow people who do it. Like if I go into like a story and let's say they have done their makeup or whatever the case, and it's like, they just like, it's like you're doing it. What are you doing it for? Are you smiling at yourself in a video for you, even though you've told yourself you're doing it for your audience?
I think people are just trying to look cute.
Okay.
They're trying to look.
But isn't it different
playful.
Versus like taking a picture? I get that.
Yeah, I just think they're trying to look cute and playful for the camera.
Well, I think it's weird.
Okay. I mean, I'm not disagreeing.
I think it's weird.
Just think it's,
and especially when I see
guys
do it.
Oh, definitely. I've never seen that.
Oh, I have.
If I did, I would be.
I think it's weird.
Appalled.
I think it's so weird.
Okay.
But to each his own.
This is a good list. So don't primp, no sports, no EVs, no cheesecake, no sushi. What else you got?
What else do I think is weird that people do?
Or that people co-sign, or that's part of society that everybody kind of rolls with, but everybody's going right and you going left, or everybody's going left and you go right. Like what are those things?
I think I don't know if this is what you're saying, but I don't co-sign when people judge people for particular luxuries. I don't like that. Like, let people do them. So if you are able to, like, let's say you're always a valet parker. You get your house cleaned. You are always getting dry clean. Like some things that you're able to do. I don't like when people judge people for that.
On social media.
Or however they voice it. But there are people that's just like, that judge people for some things that I think, like, don't count people's money.
Well, yeah, that's old school. That's definitely a thing.
Like, don't count my money.
Like, why you
bothered?
Yeah.
I see it in people's comments.
But I don't see stuff like that. Where am I
do.
Like, what social media am I on? I don't experience this stuff.
You know how I felt recently with Face Over Matter in a comment.
Yes.
I don't like that. It really rubbed me the wrong way.
Yes.
Someone tried to make a comment, or not tried to, they made a comment about some flowers she may or may not have paid a certain amount of money about. And I'm just like, why are you this mad?
Yeah.
Why are you this mad? So I don't like when people do that.
Plus, everything's expensive now. You guys.
It is. It is. But the thing is,
you
it's
can't
like,
take it with you.
Did you watch that whole video? Like, she had a budget. She told us what the budget was. She took us on the shopping trip. She stayed under budget. But they chose to pick out the flowers.
Okay. So I pose to you a soft version of the question I'm about to ask you now.
Okay.
The soft version was, what are some things that are happening in the world that people do, that people experience that you just don't understand? You are kind of moving into, what are just some things that irk you and peeve you?
Bullies?
Bullies? Like what, any type of bullying, just bullying in general?
Yeah.
Social media bullying? I mean, that's an easy one. That's
any
a no-brainer.
Any bully. Don't like bullies.
Yeah.
I just said on the last video, I don't even like bully ghosts. Where are we watching? The haunted house? And I said,
Haunted Mansion?
That's a bully. Oh, yeah. I don't like bullies. I don't like bullies.
Yeah, that's an easy one.
Don't make me do anything. Don't
else?
make other people do things. What else are people doing? Well, I mean, like when people travel, because I say this during the holidays. Remember when it was always on the news? He watches the news, y'all, in the mornings. And so it's just, yeah. And they're like, oh, all the plane cancellations. And then people would get upset on holidays. And then we said, like, well, why are you traveling? Like, you have to be prepared for that. I guess the thing for me is, like, people who get upset about things
that they can really expect.
That they really can expect, right? Like,
yeah, to an extent, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, well,
yeah. Like if it's a 3-day weekend, there are people who I know in the company I work for, they'll take the week leading up to the 3-day weekend. So they're already where they need to be. They're coming back on the Thursday or the Friday while people are leaving out. And then they have that weekend to kind of deflate, assuming they have that many days. But I've seen that way of planning. They plan around the travel. So they're where they need to be leading up to like the 3-day weekend. If they can swing that. For some people, your 3-day weekend is all you get. So if you're going to go somewhere, you just got to suck it up and hope for the best.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Bullies and
I feel like it's some other things you know of that I'm not saying. Though.
No, I mean I'm just this is the topic, like
just things. Okay.
Yeah. Things you just don't get. Are there particular stories that people like that you don't get? Particular types of movies that the world seems to love that you just don't get? Music, TV shows.
Than today's music.
Outfit styles, ways of saying or doing things that are popular that you just don't get.
No, because I feel like at the age that I am now, I have learned.
You're just stuck in your ways, so it ain't.
No, I've learned to just like really. No, it's just like, as opposed to like our aunties and uncles back in the day. Even though we do have conversations like, this is today now. But I feel like I've started to enjoy just people in the time now. And, even though I will say, I don't know what this music is on the radio now. There are artists that we listen to that are new, that we enjoy, And if that's their form of it, that's their form. It's not really made for me to understand because the Lord didn't put me here during this time, this age. So that's fine.
You know what? We talked a little bit about the generation stuff a couple podcasts ago. But one thing I said to myself as a youngster talking to my dad.
That hippity hoppity is what he called it.
Well, I mean, he had a couple songs that he could understand. And that he, like, when I tried to play it for him, he was like, okay, like they're doing something,
okay.
But what I said to myself is, I'm not going to dismiss an entire genre or style of music without giving it a chance when I get older. And I think for the most part, I haven't. Um, I watch Sean C on YouTube. He keeps me up to date. Flamento is another guy. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Like he does his song reviews. Um, Naomi Cannibal,
Oh yeah.
her unpopular opinions, and she always has a take on music that I
Yeah.
enjoy.
Yeah.
And they keep me, you know,
In the know.
yeah. And was it Calvin Michaels?
Oh
Peace
yes.
and Greetings.
Yes.
Yeah, he's
We
a
like
music
him.
guy, and but he's closer to our age, but he's still in it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, if my thing is good music is out there, it's just a little
It's
more
hard
challenging to find
Yes, it is.
through all of the commercial things that are streaming and all that kind of stuff. So I'm thankful for that, but I don't think I just immediately dismiss a whole type of music without giving it a chance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But to your point, I know that like most of it's not for me. Fast forward to this coming week, a little off topic. How do you think you'll feel about us going to this musical event that we're going to go to? That's not really.
We're not saying who.
Not yet.
Okay.
We'll save it for later, but not really our demographic, but maybe.
Is she the only person performing?
Yeah, I don't think it's a.
It's just her. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think it's an intro.
I'm ready because her music is definitely because he plays it in house. And there are several that I like, but I haven't listened to them repeated on repeat to know the words when I get there. I'm sure I will just recognize the beats. There is one in particular that I really enjoy. But I think we'll be fine. I mean, I bought me my hip jeans. It's hip.
Who was that we almost went to see that I kept saying we're too old to go see?
Yeah, the girl who sang the song we like. I'm flying the plane. Oh, Veronica?
No, it wasn't her.
Oh, it wasn't her?
It wasn't her.
What song is that?
I mean, we could have went to that show, but it was a show before that. And you said Veronica is Victoria.
Victoria. I don't know before that.
Oh man, we were like this close to going, but we was like we would be the old people in the crowd. I can't think of it, y'all.
Well, are we not, or will we be the older people at this?
I mean, we'll see. I think so.
We will.
I mean, just hopefully they're not standing the whole time.
So no one called me back. Will we be standing?
I don't know.
Because the venue changed. We had seats, and now we may be standing.
But we'll give you all of the.
But I'm wearing sneakers. So.
Yeah, we'll give you all the inside baseball on that on the blog channel in a couple weeks. Okay, all right.
I don't know. What about you?
What about me? Things that I just don't get. Well, I already talked about the women plural. How that's a thing now. It just came out of nowhere. I don't understand it. Other stuff I don't get. I don't know. I think kind of like what you were saying. I'm older. I'm pretty much stuck in my ways as a curmudgeon. Aside from music, because I love music so much, I have to have like new music and new artists that I find. So I'm happy when I do find like one song every 3 to 6 months. It's like, okay, well, I'll add this to the playlist.
And we'll hear it for 3 to 6 months until he finds the next one.
Until I find another one. But it gets added to the playlist. So yes. I play the
There's
whole playlist.
There's a house playlist, yes.
Yeah. One thing I don't understand is why she don't like the playlist.
I do like the playlist.
You guys.
I do. I listen to music at the shop. I do listen to music in the car. So when I get home,
she just want,
when I used to listen to music in my youth is when I would get ready to go out. So there's not that like happening now, but we do listen to music when we were getting dressed to get out. Like that was my get myself ready to go out. I would turn my music on, whatever I was listening to at the time. And that's when I would play music in the house. But I jam out in the car. And you know that. I jam out in the car. Well, and not as frequently now because I listen to audibles.
That's true. I was about to say that for you.
Yeah.
I mean, but anything else I don't get is just a little specific to corporate, how, You know, everybody's a part of a family. You
They just
know,
said that in
all of that kind of
meetings.
stuff. You
Yeah.
know, and it's you wonder who.
I don't
That's the
know.
only thing I really don't understand. It's like,
I don't
what
know.
has changed?
Corporate America has definitely changed a lot through, as I see it through his eyes from when I was in it.
Yeah.
Because I think I'll say that we were family, really, or very
I mean, you can
close,
have your people, but
very close.
trying to push that on the whole company, I mean,
Oh
that's,
yeah, yeah, for sure. I mean, it was definitely organic.
yeah.
People gravitated toward who they gravitated towards, and our group was just very, we kind of stuck in the group that I was in. We really just were together for years. It really didn't change much. If someone left, they left, but we rarely had people come in.
Mm-hmm.
So we were very used to each other. But we did things outside of work. People checked in on people, you know, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now I think, in thinking about even when I was in corporate America, we were in our jobs for years and years and years. But I think that now people move 2 years here, they're there, a year, they move on, they progress, promote, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So there's not really enough time to get to know the whole team.
Yeah.
And now that people are working from home, like, how much can you get to know on a Zoom call?
Well, to that point, people would say you need to come back into the office. So you're a back to the office
Definitely not a back to the officer.
back to the office person. It's okay.
No.
I think
I think if
take your butt
I think
back to the
I
office.
think it could be a balance. And that doesn't necessarily mean once a week, but like maybe if there's a whole group meeting that needs to happen.
So let me
Because if it can be done at home,
we are
it doesn't
getting into
have
this
to be.
topic real quick before we close it out. Let me ask you this. Okay. So if you're pretty much a remote worker and you schedule 2 days to come to the office, let's say one day is a meeting heavy day. That makes sense because you're face to face with people. Okay. The other day is I'm in the office working heads down and I'm there just to be seen, which is a thing. Mm-hmm. So you gave them those 2 days. But then they say, oh, I want you to come in for a third day.
Why?
Because they said so. And then to kick off the third day, they want to bring you in there for a pizza party.
Why?
Because they love giving y'all pizza. They love pizza parties, y'all.
No. I think I came up in a time where, because I was working from home before it was a thing, right? We both were. Mm-hmm. We both were, because we both met at the same company. Actually, I was home a little bit more than he was, but he eventually kind of got to about the same schedule. But like the first half of my career, I was going in every day.
Yeah, and
I
was
like every day, and then it became like performance. And I also, had my daughter, and so I have been blessed to have managers that were like, you can stay home, take care of her. You could just log in online. So we're talking about, I was working from home in 2008, you know?
And real quick though, that's one thing I'll say. Like, we're joking and stuff, but we do understand, like, working from home is like a huge blessing.
It is.
Like, everybody doesn't have that luxury. You're talking about people hating on luxuries. Well, you get to work from home.
Yeah.
It's some people that gotta clock in every day.
Yeah.
Make the trip, traffic.
Me now.
not just to be in the office, but putting their hands on things type of work. We saw that during the vid, frontline workers, that they are the real, engine that keeps things moving.
Yeah.
So we just want to make that clear. We're kind of just messing around, but that
is a privilege.
It's a privilege.
It's a blessing for sure.
Yeah.
Especially when you have to, when you need to. And I do understand where the other half of people come in, and that, there are people that feel like they are missing that human interaction, and that could create a lot of loneliness.
Yeah.
Just being in your house every day and you're not coming up for air at no point in time, you know?
Yeah.
So
it just can't be fake though, and it can't be manufactured.
yeah.
So like you
like
were
don't
saying,
make it seem like we family thing. Like,
but yeah, you guys. I mean, I really just go with the flow. I don't question too many things. There aren't a lot of things that irk me, peeve me that's out there in the world. Just how corporate is, because corporate is weird. You know, ever seen the show Severance?
Yes.
Or The Office?
I like Severance.
Or even Succession? Like all this stuff is like weird.
When do we know what shows are coming back?
I don't know.
Are the actors still on strike?
Yeah, they actually stopped negotiations like yesterday or today. Like again, for some reason. I haven't been following it though. But yeah, you guys, we just wanted to get inside the mind of wifey. Things that,
always
she just can't understand or just doesn't vibe with, her peeves, her irks. And I tried to share as well, but, I'm pretty easygoing.
Yes, like, I am too.
Well, you speak to the manager. That's one of the core difference between like her and me. Like if a waitress sends me something that I didn't order and it still looks good, I'm going to eat it. I'm not going to say, send this back.
Why are you doing that? I don't do that.
No, she doesn't say it like that. But I'm saying like me. Like I won't say like, send this back. Or I didn't order this. Or, excuse me, no. I'll probably just eat it. But, when stuff needs to be corrected or stuff missing from the order.
Well, it's not just food.
It's not just food. I mean, that's why you the COO. I've mentioned this plenty of times. She's the chief operating officer.
Maybe I just put that thinking I'm mean, or
if anything, I got them thinking that I'm like a lump on a log. But
no, you
keep this household together. I'm just an easygoing guy. Okay, I don't have any problems with anything. Nothing. The one thing that bothers me is a me problem. We can talk about that later, but nothing external really bothers me. The thing that bothers me relates to how I interact with people, and we can get into that later. But it's a me thing, not an external thing. So most situations, I'm usually good.
Okay.
I'm usually good. Right, you guys. I hope this was insightful, informative. You get to know us a little better.
These are just a very enhanced get to know me's. Get to know us's.
Yeah. Like we're just hitting you with like rapid fire, like day after day. But there are some things we put some research into, some scriptures into, and we just like to bounce back and forth. So we did Freestyle Friday. We did Today That's Light. So tomorrow we might, come with a little bit more structure. But we thank you for rocking with us.
Absolutely.
Another one in the books. 14. I'm Eric.
I'm Gina J.
On the ShanicWay Podcast on Team Shanic Extra. See you guys.
We always do that at the same time. I think you're doing it too.